One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Running inside, it's Mobley. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Carr looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That's caught. It's Graham. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top 5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top 5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason poll.
Upstairs, he's got it.
Well, if you're on defense, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Throwing, Carr. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Marsh. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And back to the air on second down. Lets it fly. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Got his man. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
To throw, it's Hoover. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. On the ground, it's Mobley. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Got a man, it's Flanagan. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability.
Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes
makes a grab and room to run. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
C.J. Carr firing again. Catch in the middle, it's Graham. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Notre Dame 0.
First play of the period, first down here. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Right down the middle. Touchdown! Fighting Irish! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got it in the middle and shot. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Hoosiers in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page. In time.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Touchdown. Fighting Irish. Took it all the way back to the house.
job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the extra point is good. And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got his man on the right. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Hoosiers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
And obviously huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke. The year before that, they have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have...
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Here's Carr to throw. Under fire. Working that left side now. At the 20, he's got space. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Carr. Fires to the middle. Trying to find the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The quarterback sneak. And they go for the sneak on 2nd down, playing very conservatively, and they may have to open it up if they want to score on this drive.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. But nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. A nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Iron! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the draw, it's Richard. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to throw, it's Hoover.
Really good.
Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your fourth pick, and coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. That gives him 54 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid yardage on the return. What a play there.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Carr unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing.
And he's thrown another interception. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Flushed out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback keeps it. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Second and goal for the offense. They'll try to pound their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed block.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This really has been a tale of 2 quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs. Bangs his way to the 20.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to fire on second down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Throwing, Carr. He's got it on the move, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to football, but to flip the field position with the return. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Here's C.J. Carr to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Making side adjustments here. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fitted in the window for the score.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Crimson Tide, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up.
Here now.
Oh, he's got some space. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage.
Maybe some room here. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of this.
He's looking deep. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
The give on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr trying to get behind the defense. He's got it up to 25. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house.